I don't want to be treated like I'm disabled. I want to be like everybody else, even if my body holds me back. But it's so hard because of people's fears and misunderstandings about disease.
People say, "How long have you been sick?" And I go, I have two responses to that. Usually when they say that, I go, "Well, I'm not sick." I mean, sick. I mean, say, well, maybe I had a cold this year. And they go, "Okay, you know what I'm talking about. How long have you had multiple sclerosis?" And then I won't get into that. Just go, "Listen, don't worry about how long I've had MS, because it doesn't matter whether I've had it 2 years or 20 years. Be happy for me for what I'm doing, and I'll be happy for you, because what's important is what you do with your life."
I believe that it's crucial to not see yourself as ill. You're not your body. We're more than all of this stuff. Your soul, I believe, just goes on. So you have this vehicle for a while and you learn something from it. While you're doing that, however, you're vulnerable. And you need to, first of all, have a person you can talk to. If someone on the street comes up to you and asks you, when did you get this, or how are you, or what's worse is pity. Pity is one of the worst emotions because it's belittling. It doesn't see you in the fullness of who you are. It sees you as someone who's less than. So you need someone to talk to about that stuff because it's real and it's painful. And then you also have to be sure that you are systematically eliminating from your life those people who are always bringing you down by their attitude about your illness.
I think that's probably the toughest challenge is, with it bombarding you every day about, sort of a bad AIDS message, and and the D word being out there, that it's always ends in death and, quick death and all that. You really have to develop ways to either not hear it or not hurt from hearing that.
People are also faced with labels imposed on them by those involved in their medical care.
And I think it's just terribly arrogant and very inaccurate for doctors to say there is no cure. It would be much more accurate for them to say, we haven't found a cure for MS yet. We haven't found a cure with what we work with, which is medicine and surgery. However, that doesn't mean that you can't go home and do things for yourself that might make you feel better. And this, to me, is a much better way of dealing with something that they actually haven't found a cure for yet. However, people are cured. And it is no miracle. It's accepting what is, you might call, miraculously accessible to you, which is life, which is hope. Hope cannot be measured on an X-ray, unfortunately. But if it were, it would be at the top of the heap.